Humans are indeed a species afflicted by amnesia. As a consequence of this affliction, most people live their lives stuck in a loop of unawareness, programmed by society without ever becoming aware of the sensible side of the world and their true identity. But is that a life worth living? Some indulge in ignorance, calling it bliss, while others are brave enough to embrace the necessary suffering that comes together with the process of deconstructing what they think they know about this sensory experience they call life. Deep inside us, if we listen close enough, we can hear the cracking of the sacred flame that burns in each one of us, a most holy and profound calling beckoning us to a spiritual awakening. This calling or voice we define as consciousness or the inner self, and it's the reason why we, humans, are dualistic beings. We perceive the world as material, and if we were to trust our sensory abilities, we can claim that what we touch, see, and hear is the true and ultimate reality. But this material world might be nothing more than a world of forms, as Plato called it. So if all we have are collective truths, how can we be certain of what's real or not? The answer to these dilemmas of existence lies in climbing the steps of awareness, becoming ever more conscious of the truths our ancestors once knew. With each step we take, we see what we thought once to be real, being transmuted into a new perspective, which in turn unlocks new doors of perception. While this transmutation of perspectives, as Manly Palmer Hall called it, can happen naturally as a direct encounter with the Jungian self, for most people certain initiation rituals and teachings are required to awaken. Since times immemorial, various mystery schools have been formed to serve this specific purpose, and today we are taking a look at one of them. Their symbol is a rose on a cross, hence why they are known as the Rosicrucians. Welcome to Agrippa's Diary, the gathering place for mystical seekers. For those who did not see my previous video on Rosicrucianism, it's only fitting that we do a quick introduction. I advise you to watch that video first, as it goes more in-depth on the history of the Rosicrucians. You can do so by clicking on the card at the top right side of the screen. Also, the information presented in this video is mostly based on Max Heindel's writings. Since every Rosicrucian organization has its own fields of study and rituals, it's only fitting that we explore them one by one. There is tremendous value to be absorbed from all. With that being said, expect a video on the history of modern Rosicrucianism, the organizations that are still operating today, and their teachings soon. I know a lot of people from AIMWalk are watching my videos, so I bid you all welcome to the channel. It's an honor to have so many enlightened minds here, so I want to take the time to thank you for your engagement. Anyway, the Rosicrucian order traces its roots back to the early 17th century, although its spiritual teachings are timeless, drawing from ancient wisdom traditions. The order is said to have been founded by a mysterious figure known as Christian Rosenkreuz. Despite the many speculations surrounding this figure and the order itself, much of its history remains a mystery to the world at large. This is by design, as the Rosicrucian order is a mystery school, revealing its teachings only to those ready to receive them. The order is often associated with the symbol of the Rosy Cross, a cross with a rose at its center. This symbol represents the harmonious balance of wisdom and love, the dual pillars of Rosicrucian philosophy. The order's teachings have had a profound influence on Western esoteric tradition, contributing to areas such as alchemy, mysticism, and philosophy. The Rosicrucian order is not just a relic of the past. It continues to be a vibrant and living tradition, its teachings as relevant today as they were centuries ago for the seekers of gnosis. Initiation into the Rosicrucian order is not a matter of mere curiosity or ambition. It is a profound spiritual commitment that requires a certain level of spiritual unfoldment. But what does this mean? Spiritual unfoldment refers to the process of inner growth and awakening, the blossoming of the spiritual potential that lies within each one of us. It represents the journey of the soul toward greater wisdom, love, and understanding. The Rosicrucian order, like other mystery schools, recognizes that not everyone is at the same stage on this journey. Each soul is on its unique path, and the pace of spiritual unfoldment varies from person to person. Therefore, the order opens its doors only to those who have reached a stage of spiritual development where they are ready to receive and comprehend its teachings. This does not mean that the Rosicrucian teachings are elitist or exclusive. On the contrary, they affirm the universal potential for spiritual growth within all of us. However, they also acknowledge that the deeper mysteries of life and being, which the Order imparts, can be understood and applied effectively only when the individual is spiritually prepared. So, how does one prepare for Rosicrucian initiation? The process is not about accumulating intellectual knowledge or performing certain rituals. The end goal is inner transformation. It involves cultivating virtues such as wisdom, compassion, and humility, expanding one's consciousness, and developing the capacity to perceive and work with spiritual realities. Eligibility for Rosicrucian initiation is about the readiness of the soul. And the soul is ready when one is prepared to delve deeper into the mysteries of existence and take on the responsibilities that come with such knowledge. At its heart, the Order is composed of 12 masters gathered around a 13th, who is the invisible head. This configuration is not a mere coincidence or a random choice. It is a reflection of a cosmic principle that we see manifested in various forms throughout the universe. In astrology, we have the zodiac, a circle of 12 signs revolving around the Earth. In both cases, we see the principle of the one and the many, the center and the periphery, the visible and the invisible. This is the same principle that is embodied in the structure of the Rosicrucian Order. This cosmic relationship is not only about numbers or geometry. It is about the interplay of forces, the balance of energies, and the harmony of elements. It is about unity in diversity, the many becoming one and the one manifesting as many. It is about the dance of creation, where each part plays a unique role, yet all parts are interconnected and interdependent. In the Rosicrucian Order, this cosmic relationship is lived and experienced. The 12 members, each with their unique responsibilities, work together under the guidance of the invisible 13th. They form a dynamic, living organism, a microcosm of the universe. Through their work, they channel spiritual forces contributing to the evolution of humanity. Humans should not see themselves as isolated individuals, but as integral parts of a greater whole. This way, we learn to live in harmony with the cosmic laws, to align ourselves with the rhythms of the universe, and to fulfill our unique role in the grand scheme of things. Just as the 12 members of the Order gather around the 13th, the 12 essential functions or faculties of the human being are centered around the 13th, the self, the indwelling spirit. The structure of the Order is dynamic, not static. While some confuse it with hierarchical organization, the Order acts in fact as a living organism. The members of the Order, visible and invisible, are continually engaged in spiritual work, both within the Order and in the world. Thus, the structure of the Rosicrucian Order is a manifestation of cosmic law and harmony. It serves as a model of how individuals can work together under the guidance of spiritual wisdom to achieve a common purpose, contributing to the greater good of all. Among the visible members of the Order, there are 7 brothers who at times go out into the world and perform whatever work may be necessary to advance the people among whom they serve. These brothers are like the rays of the sun, bringing light and warmth, wisdom and love to the world. They are the active, outgoing aspect of the Order, engaging with the world, serving humanity, and contributing to the evolution of consciousness. In contrast, there are 5 members who are never seen outside the temple. They work with and teach those alone who have passed through certain stages of spiritual unfoldment and are able to visit the temple in their spiritual bodies. These members represent the inward, contemplative aspect of the Order. They are like the roots of a tree, hidden from sight, yet providing nourishment and stability. They delve deep into the mysteries of existence, cultivate spiritual wisdom, and share this wisdom with those who are ready to receive it.